Good afternoon, Forest family. Here's your week in review. Forest, I am sitting here with Riley, who is a fifth grader in Miss Wasick's class. How you doing today, Riley?
Good.
Did you have a good week?
Yes.
Fantastic. So, we're going to talk about some things that happened in fifth grade over this last week. So, what have we been doing in math, Riley?
We are learning decimals, times, or multiplication and divide.
Multiplying and dividing decimals. Okay. And again, when we're multiplying and dividing, it really doesn't matter where that decimal point is, as long as at the end we got to make sure it's in the right place, right?
Yeah.
Okay. In reading class, we're doing what?
We're reading Bridge to Terabithia.
And what specific things are going on with in chapter 8, right?
Yeah.
What's going on in chapter 8?
Jess, which he made a new friend Leslie, and Leslie wanted to try to go to church with Jess and see how it was for the first time.
Okay, so everything else is going well? All right. What are we doing in writing? Do we do anything in writing in fifth grade?
We have journal entries every day.
Journal entries every day. So is it like one of those things where Mrs. Wasick gives you guys a topic and gives you time to write on?
Yeah, usually we have to write 7 to 10 sentences for the journal topic that she has.
Now, do you guys once in a while use my journal entry that I give you during the morning announcements?
Yeah, I guess.
Sometimes? Okay. All right, science. Science and social studies. What are we doing there?
Well, for science, we are learning about the seasons for the solar system.
Oh, okay. So in position, how the sun is in position with the earth, right? So we're in autumn right now. We're fall. Mm-hmm. Position the sun to the earth. How does that work right now?
Right now, if you were doing it like paper length, it would be at the bottom.
Gotcha. Okay. And let me see. Music, we're doing what right now?
We just got our recorders and we're learning new notes.
Ah, the recorders. Mm-hmm. Yes. They sound awesome, don't they? Now, are you guys doing recorder karaoke?
No.
Or not karaoke. I'm sorry, not karaoke. Karate.
No.
Nope, not doing that. Now, are you in band?
Yes, I am.
And what instrument are you playing?
I play the clarinet.
The clarinet. And you guys meet how many times a week?
We meet twice.
Twice a week. Once together as individual clarinets and one time as a full band?
No, it's only clarinets and flutes.
Gotcha. Okay. So, I hear you guys are going to start something new this week in fifth grade. What's that?
Try It Tuesdays.
Try It Tuesdays. Explain to our parents and those people out in the Forest community what Try It Tuesday is.
Try It Tuesday is on Tuesday, where you go home or before school you can make or do any experiment.
So, in essence, try something new. Mm-hmm. Now, do you have to do a journal entry on that, or you just, you know what, I want to try something new today, and maybe I want to learn how to crack an egg or fry an egg. Is that something you could do?
Yeah.
Cool. So, all right. So here we are, 6 weeks into school. What's your favorite thing about school right now?
I think so far it's the projects that we've done.
Well, that's cool. All right. So this is Riley, fifth grade, doing cool things. I am sitting here with Nick in fourth grade in Mrs. Hunter's class, correct?
Yes.
Nick, we're doing some really cool things in fourth grade right now. So we're reading the tale of the fourth grade nothing, correct?
Yes.
Where are we at right now in the story?
We are chapter 5 and 6.
And what's going on in chapter 5 and 6?
So, Fudge fell off a playground and lost his top 2 front teeth. So, his mom felt bad for him and tried to give him a birthday party. And that didn't end up well because all his friends were kind of crazy. One was a biter, one was a crier, and one was just, as said in the book, very fat.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Now, I was outside the other day, and I saw some students that had, like, fake blood on their mouth and stuff like that. What was going on with that?
That was we were trying to recreate Fudge jumping off a playground. So, what we kind of did, we had a newscaster, which I was in my play. We had a videotaper, which kind of made the videos with the iPads. You probably saw that.
Mm-hmm.
We had Fudge, which wasn't a big role because all he did was just lay down. And the last one were the witnesses. I had to ask them what they happened here, and one of my people had like a fake top hat, a fake mustache, and glasses.
But in essence, we were recreating that one chapter where Fudge fell down, but changing it a little bit, turning it into like a newscast, but a play, but having to refer to the facts that happened in the story to make this newscast look real, right?
Yeah.
Very cool. All right, math. What are we doing in math right now?
We are rounding numbers and doing math centers.
Okay, and there's at least 4 math centers, right?
Yeah.
So let's go through those 4 math centers real quick. So give me one of them.
Math with the teacher.
Okay, so that's sitting down working one-on-one with Mrs. Curry, right?
It's actually not one-on-one. Like there's 5 students. at
Also,
a
it's a
time.
group
Yeah.
working with Mrs. Curry, but getting some direct instruction from Mrs. Curry.
Yeah.
I think there's math tech, right? What are we doing in math tech?
We go on Khan Academy with the moose that we have here.
Fantastic. You guys are doing something with QR codes. What are you doing with QR codes?
So it's kind of like the another center that's called task cards, but you have to act like you and your partner would discuss it, and we would have a tablet or something to write it, check the QR, and if we got it right, we would check correct, and if we got it wrong, we would check the no side.
Gotcha. But the QR code was giving you the answer, right?
Yeah.
And then it was what are we missing? Math. And that's part of the math with partner.
Yeah.
Math tech, and the task cards, and then math with teacher. So different things that we're doing with math.
Yeah.
What are we doing in social studies right now?
Social studies, we are learning about landforms.
Landforms. Okay. And that's just doing the geography type class.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. And then writing, we're doing what?
Writing, we are doing about small moments.
Explain what small moments are.
Small moment is like kind of a good thing or a bad thing that happened to you, but no matter what, you have to write about something that wasn't a huge part of your life, but it has to be something that happened to you.
But it had some type of impact on your life, so that's why they call it a small moment.
Yeah.
And which one did you pick?
I picked when I hit my first Grand Slam.
Okay. And then so you hit your grand slam, and the assignment you had to come up with 2, 3. How many sentences did you have to come up with?
I came up probably with the most written one. I had 2 paragraphs.
Oh, wow. Okay. But that's what we're doing in writing. Fantastic. All right, Nick, we've been here a month and a half. What is your favorite thing so far about being here at Forest, buddy?
I gotta say, it's probably when we did science, but we're not doing it right now.
Ah.
Yeah.
So something to look forward to then, right?
Yeah.
All right, Nick, have a good weekend. Give me some ducks. Thanks, buddy. I have Carter from 3rd grade in Mrs. LaFair's class, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Carter, what are we doing in 3rd grade? Let's say math. What are we doing in math right now?
We're doing 5s and 2s.
5s and 2s, all multiplication, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you ready? 5 times 5.
25.
5 times 3.
15.
2 times 6.
12.
And 2 times 8.
16.
Oh, he's ready. I think you're ready to put. You guys are putting stars or stickers on a chart right now when you get them, right?
No.
No. What do you guys do when you master a times table? What do you guys do? You guys aren't doing anything. You just get the big thumbs up or high five. Nicely done.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What are we doing in reading right now?
We're doing point of view.
Point of view. So explain what point of view is.
So like if it says she or he, it's 3rd person, and if they say me or my, it's 1st.
All right. So point of view. That's kind of like someone's opinion, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I say, I think Forrest is the best. What kind of point of view is that? What person is that?
1st.
First person. Why is it first person?
Because it says I in it.
Fantastic. And if I say he thinks Forrest is the best,
3rd, because it says he.
fantastic. See, they're learning some good things in 3rd grade. What are we writing about?
Our heart pounding moment.
Heart pounding moment. So explain that.
So like if you've ever got lost in the zoo, or like if you've like been to the hospital, or if you've like been to Savannah or Florida.
Okay, so something that got you excited, that moment in time that got you excited for that heart pounding moment. And how are we writing with that? We're doing what with that?
Beginning, middle, and end.
All right, so we're writing 3 paragraphs based off of that heart pounding moment of the beginning, the middle, and the end of that moment, right?
Yes.
Fantastic. All right, we've been in school a month and a half. Here we are, 2nd week of October. And your favorite thing about school is?
Everything.
Why everything?
Because I think everything's fun, because like math, I like math, and reading, I like reading, because it's just fun, that's all I could really say.
But you like school, right? And then also, it's kind of cool. You get to sit here and do the green screen and do the announcements with Mr. Gribble, huh? Mm-hmm. All right, Carter. Have a good weekend. Give you some knuckles. 3rd grade, doing some good things. I am here with Juliana, who is a 2nd grader in Mrs. Sidewright's class. So, Juliana, what are we doing in math right now?
We are taking away a 10 by a 1-digit number.
You're going to show us how to do that. So I'm going to be their dry erase board, and she is going to talk you through how to do this. Go ahead, Juliana. So an example is we'd have 90 minus 2 equals something. All right, so how do we do this, Juliana? Because those people don't know. They probably could figure this out, but because Eureka Math and how we're doing math now, it's a little bit different than we used to do it. So share with them how we do this.
First, we split the 90 into a 10 and what is a 10 less than it, which is 80.
Okay.
And we have to figure out what the smaller equation is. So first, it's 10 minus 2, and I know that equals 8. So I just have to figure out now, pretty easy now. I just know that I have to add the 80 to the 8, and it's 88.
Nicely done. Nice job of explaining that. All right, so that's what we're doing in math. What are we doing in reading right now?
We are figuring out the character traits, most of our characters.
And now, are these stories that Miss Masters reads or stories that you're reading?
Well, the first couple times she read us the stories and she wanted us to figure it out, but now she doesn't care if we do it or not, so I like doing it, but some of the other kids don't.
Okay, so you've learned how to do it, you have to understand the concept. Now she's giving you your own books, and you got to figure out the character traits in your own books. So giving you a little bit of independent learning on your own, right? Mm-hmm. That's cool. Now, I was just walking through the library, and I saw these shoebox things all over the place. What are the shoeboxes for?
Second grade is making communities.
Oh, it's for social studies.
Yeah, for social
okay.
studies. And my class is doing jobs. I don't know, I think the other 2 classes are doing places that people live and places that people can play. But my class was doing jobs.
Jobs. And you picked what?
I picked Riverview Mobile because Nick from Riverview Mobile helped my class out so much by giving us our new Zuma chairs.
That's right. Nick from the Riverview Mobile there on the corner donated some money to Mrs. Sidewright's class to put the flexible seating stuff in there, right? And he paid for the Zumba chairs, right? Very cool. And hey, special thanks out to Nick at the Mobile. All right. You guys have the iPads in the classroom. You guys been doing anything cool with the iPads lately?
If we're done with our bell work or something that some of the other students in my class isn't done with yet, we would do a strategy game, but sometimes if we don't want to do a strategy game on ABC, we can search something up if we want to learn more about it, and then we can actually learn more about it. And if Mrs. Sidewright says we can share it with the class, we can share it with the class. There's this little boxy that we have to scan or take a picture of, and then we can Google it up.
Very cool. So, hey, she's doing a lot of cool things in 2nd grade. Juliana, thank you. Give me some nucks. Have a good weekend. 2nd grade. I have Tyler, who is a 1st grade student at Mrs. Coleman's class. How you doing today, Tyler?
Good.
Fantastic. So, Tyler, in math, you're doing number bonds, right? Number bonds with different numbers. Can you share what kind of number bonds you're working with right now?
10.
With 10. All right, go ahead and show me real quick. So 10 plus 0 is 10. Nicely done. So those are the different number bonds that we're working on with the addition, but number bonds of 10, right? Nicely done. All right, so in reading, we're working on what?
Reading stamina.
Reading stamina and fluency, right? We're doing both. So it's important when we're doing reading stamina and reading fluency that we're doing what?
Not going too fast.
Not too fast, not too slow. And we're also working on that fluency, and fluency is what?
Not going bumpy and sounding out the words. Let's go smooth and sound.
Okay, so here's one of the posters that they have in their classroom to help them work on making sure they're reading with some smoothness. So there we have that. And also we're working on identifying the author, the title, and the illustrator. So I have a book here. So the name of the book is...
If you give a cat a muffin.
Try again.
Cupcake.
Cupcake. And that's what? Is that the title, the author, or the illustrator?
Title.
Title. Who's the author?
There. Wait.
Which one? Point to it. Right there. Laura
Laura.
Numeroff. Numeroff. And the author is who? What do they do? They did what to the story? The author did what?
They write it away.
They wrote the story. And then the illustrator's who? Is it on the cover here?
Yes.
Felicia
Felicia.
Bond, I think it says. Is that what it says? Felicia Bond. And the illustrator does what?
Does the pictures.
Does the pictures for the story. Fantastic. So you guys are learning a lot of things in first grade right now, aren't you? So what's your favorite thing about school so far, Ty?
Recess.
Recess. Now, Ty, you got drawn for something the other day for the white ticket draw. What did you pick the other day? Or a couple weeks ago, you got something. What did you get?
Foot card.
You got the flip frame, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
And what's the flip frame? Tell them what the flip frame is that you picked.
Flip frame is where you get to write a big poster and you get to put it on the wall for like 2 weeks.
And you get to decorate it however you want, right? And that's not the first time you've gotten a flip frame, is it? Nope. So it's something that, again, they get a big piece of paper and they get to put it, whatever kind of artwork or whatever they want to put on it, right? Fantastic. First grade. Tyler, thanks, buddy. Give me some knucks. Have a good weekend. I have Zane, who is a kindergartner in Mrs. Peterson's class. Now, I had Zane come down because he was working on a book. Now, here's the funny thing about the book. It's green, so it looks like we have a floating letter A. So I'll turn it sideways a little bit, and you can see the difference. Because it's green, we're working on the letter A. Kind of like what Sesame Street does. They got, hey, there's a floating letter right there. So we're working on the letter A. So in the book, they have sentences and pictures of animals. So Zane's going to read to us the first page right here. And it says what?
A is for alligator.
He's a kindergartner. He's a kindergartner. He's reading this already. Letter A. A is for alligator. That is awesome. Give me some knucks. Fantastic. So that's what they're working on. And they're making these nice little books. So they get different pages. Now, and Mrs. Peterson was letting you color them too, right? Mm-hmm. So, and then the A is for ants. Kindergarten. They're doing crazy stuff. They're reading already, making books. All right, so we're doing letters. What number are we doing?
3.
Show them what number 3 looks like. Oh, move your hand over here on the screen. There we go. Doing number 3. And then we have different, she's having putting pieces of paper out, and you have to count to make sure who has number 3, right? Okay, sit up on the screen so everybody sees you. And then, all right, so the favorite thing about school right now is what?
Going to gym.
Going to gym. Now you guys I've been watching you guys running past my window this week.
Yeah.
That's part of that mileage club, right? How does the mileage club work?
We run laps around the school.
And then don't you guys have like a card that
Yeah, like looks like a foot, and then she stamps it with the heart, and then every time we run 5 laps, you get a foot token.
A foot token. And where can you put those foot tokens?
In your shoelaces, or bring them home, and do a lot of stuff with them.
Very cool. Zane, kindergarten, doing fun things. Give me knucks, buddy. Thank you. Okay, just a couple of quick things. Next week is Petty War, so let's go ahead and clean out those car center consoles, look underneath our cushions, and empty those piggy bags out. Thursday is Parent Club meeting. Friday is Picture Retake, and Friday is the Monster Mash. Have a great weekend.